How y'all doing today, man? I'm back, and today we're gonna be going over the best guard builds in this game. I dropped my 6'9" build, I dropped my small 6'1" guard build, and today I'm gonna be going over the top 3 guards that you want to make to be able to win every single game and never lose again in 2K23. So if you want all those builds, watch to the end of this video. You won't regret it. Right before I show y'all how to make these builds, all I ask is that you guys like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications on right now. It would help me out so much on the grind to 10,000 subs, and we're on the road to getting monetized. So if you guys watch this whole video, once again, it would help me out so much you guys don't even know. But without any further ado, let's hop right into this first build. All right, so now that we're in the builder, let's hop right into this. The first build we're going to be going over is my small guard build. There's not a lot of small guards on 2K23, so if you want a small guard, this is definitely the build that you want to go with. There's not a lot of videos, there's not anything much on these small guards, so this is the one you want to make. And if you guys want any other build like the 6'6" or 6'9", I'm going to be showing in this video, you can go down and check the timestamps that should be on this video to find each of those builds in case you want one of them specifically. But to start off on this build, our position is obviously going to be point guard. And then once again, like I say in every single one of my videos, handedness and jersey number do not matter. But I, this year, always go left hand. My favorite number is 27. So that's where we're going to be going with. But after point guard, that's the only thing that's important on this vitals page. After point guard, we're going to move right on to the next category, which are the body settings. And for our height, we're going to want to go with 6'1". You can go 6'3", you can go all that, but I found that as a small guard, if you're going to be running threes, you might as well go with the smaller height and get all that speed and everything you need on the build, because when you're on threes, you're not going to need defense as much as long as you have a lock and big to run that. But for our weight, we're going to go with 160. I believe that is the minimum weight. So 6'1", 160, you get all the speed you need, everything you need, acceleration, speed of ball, all of that, you're going to get that to the max. And for your wingspan, you're going to want to up that to a 6'7" wingspan. This way you still get 92 3-point for Steph Curry base jump shot. You also get 98 ball handle, which is plenty. You need 94 for all the best dribble sigs and gold handles for days. So you definitely want a 94 at least. So you can up this even more, but I found that 6'7" is the best way to go. And just like jersey number and handedness, body shape does not matter. For a guard, I like to go compact, but it's up to you. Now for the attributes, man, the first thing we are going to upgrade is our driving dunk. And first, we're going to upgrade that to an 80. If you guys don't know, you get quick drops off 1 at an 80 driving dunk, and quick drops off 1 is the best dunk package in the game. It's almost impossible to get blocked. And if you don't know, you don't exactly need contacts in this game. Getting blocked is already hard enough. So if you're running threes and you just need a quick rim run and you get the quick drop off 1 dunk, that's all you need. You don't need contacts. But if you want, you could tweak this build to get contacts, go up to an 84 or 86, and then you can do that. But I'm going to put it up to an 80 because all I need is quick drops off 1. So that's what we're going to leave it at. And for our driving layup, we're going to upgrade that to a 74. That way we get all the layups over people and we don't have to worry about missing those wide open layups. And close shot, I accidentally upgraded driving layup to a 75. We're going to bring that back down to a 49. And that way we're going to leave that there for all the finishing. That's all we need. Moving on to the shooting category, we're going to upgrade, like I said, our 3-point to a 92. Stephen Curry base is the best base for small guards in this game, and 92 3-point is exactly what you need to get that base. So you definitely want to have a 92 3-point. You don't want to go anything under that. I don't recommend it, but if you're making a different type of build, you can do it at your own risk. And for your mid-range shot, we're going to upgrade that to a 78, and then your free throw up to a 72. This leaves us at 24 shooting badges, and that is plenty on this game. If you don't know, you get limitless range gold, agent 3 gold, and everything you need. Moving on to the playmaking category, the first thing we're going to upgrade is our speed with ball. We're going to upgrade that to a 90 off the rip. Trust me, you might want to max this out, and if you want, you can, but I found that 90 is just plenty for any guard on this game, especially a tall guard. That's plenty. But even on a small guard, even though you want to have max speed and everything, 90 will do the job, I promise you. Now, moving on to your ball handle, like I said, you want to have a 94 ball handle. That way you get all the best dribble sticks as well as gold handles for days here, as you can see. So you want to upgrade that to a 94. If you upgrade it to a 93, you lose that gold handles for days. So I definitely recommend a 94. But then we're going to move on to the pass accuracy, and we're going to upgrade that to a 75. 75 as a guard is probably the lowest you'll see on any build, because 75 is just around the sweet spot. You're not wasting too many attribute points, but you also get some fast passes. And on this game, if you don't know, you definitely don't want any slow passes. And the lowest pass accuracy you go, the slower your passes will be. So you definitely want to go 75 at least. You can go more if you want. Moving on to the defense, we're going to upgrade it to a 57, max out the interior defense. Like I said, you don't need much defense since you're going to be running threes most likely if you are on this build, but I still like to have defense on my build, so I'm not just gonna skip out on that. For our perimeter defense, we're going to upgrade that to a 75. That'll be plenty in case you need to switch onto the guard for whatever reason if your lock can't get back. So you're going to leave that at a 75. And your steal, we're going to upgrade that to an 80 so you get all the lanes and even plucks if you need to. As you guys know, steals are super overpowered on this game. So we're going to leave that at an 80, which is pretty high for any like play shot type of build on this game. So you're already having way better defense than most of the guards on the court. And then for your defensive rebound, we're going to upgrade that to a 61, and that'll be where we top off the defense. You get 13 defensive badges on a play shot type of build, which is actually crazy, and you get some good finishing stats. So honestly, this is already looking like a crazy build. Now for our physicals, this is super important. You don't want to max out your speed. Speed is only for defense and off-ball dexing. So when you have the ball, speed has no attribute in how you are moving. So you don't want that too high. You don't want to waste all of your attributes. So after that, we're going to move on to our acceleration, and acceleration is really important as a guard. So you're going to want to upgrade that to a 93. Now that it's at a 93, we're going to move on to the strength, and we're not going to upgrade that much. Actually, we're not going to upgrade it at all. We're going to leave that at a 25. And for our vertical, we're going to leave that the same as well at a 60. And finally, our stamina, we're just going to put that up to a 95, because when you get gym rat, you get +4, meaning you get a 99 stamina when you have gym rat. And that is our first build that we were going over in this video, the 6'1" demigod, the perfect build for threes. You get 14, 24, 25, and 13 badge count. It's crazy. Now let's move on to the takeovers that you can pick for this build. It's already looking crazy. For our takeovers, you get 3 takeovers to choose from. You get shot creating takeover, spot up takeover, and playmaking takeover. Now, what I definitely recommend first on any build in this game is spot up sharp takeover. And then for our second one, you can choose between playmaking and shot creating. Basically just choose off what your type of play style is. But for me, I like to take some crazy fades and all of that. So I'm going to put on shot creating takeover. But if you want play take, go for it. Now that we're done with the build, you can see the name of this build is the 3-point shot creator. After this, we're going to move right on to our 6'6" demigod build. But this is the first build that you want to make in case you want a threes type of build or just a small guard in general. Now that we got the first build out of the way, we're going to be moving on to the second build, which is a 6'7" demigod. I know I said 6'6", but we're actually going to be making him 6'7" because it comes out way better. But the first thing we want to go into is the point guard position. Like I said, handedness and jersey number don't matter, so we're just going to put some random stuff. That's crazy right there. Oh my gosh. Okay, but we're going to move on to the body settings. You're going to want to make him 6'7", and then the weight is going to be 184 pounds. And then for our wingspan, we're going to make it 7'4". That way you get all the best attributes, best contacts, you get the best 3-point, and some crazy defensive stats on this build. Then we're going to move on to the attributes just right away. We're not even going to waste no time. But our first attribute that we're going to upgrade is our driving dunk. We're going to put that to an 86. That way we get some crazy contacts. And then we're going to upgrade our driving layup to a 78 as well, so we can put up some layups over anybody. Don't got to worry about the defense. And finally, our close shot is going to be put up to a 67. We're going to finish off with 13 finishing badges, which is plenty. You get limitless takeoff and posterizer, which is really all you need. So now we're going to move on to the shooting category. The first thing we're going to upgrade is our 3-point to an 85. We're just going to max that out and leave our mid-range at a 70. And then our free throw, we're going to put that up 1 to a 61. We have 18 shooting badges on this build. You get limitless range, green machine, agent 3, everything you need. Trust me, an 85 is plenty. And for our playmaking, we're going to upgrade our speed with ball to an 81. On my 6'9", I get like a 76 speed with ball. So 81 is definitely crazy. You're already going to be moving fast on the court. And for your ball handle, you want to upgrade that to a 90. You're going to almost max that out right there. A 90 is actually great on this game. You get some great sigs. You'll be moving around fast. You won't get plucked hopefully as much, even though steals are OP. And then our pass accuracy, we're going to upgrade that to a 76. We go 75 at least. That is the minimum. But 76, you're going to have fast passes. You're not going to have to worry. And for our interior defense, we're going to upgrade that to an 83. This build is a demon on defense. Trust me, no one's going to be scoring on you in the paint, on the perimeter, anything. No one's going to be scoring on you. And for your perimeter defense, we're going to upgrade that to an 87. Trust me, this build is going to be like a pure lock. You're going to be looking like Kawhi Leonard. And your steal, we're also going to bump that up to an 85. Steals are OP on this game, so you definitely want to have a steal. You're going to be getting a bunch of plucks, a bunch of lanes with this 85 steal. Trust me, that's all you need. And for your block, we're going to upgrade that to an 82 as well. Blocks aren't very common on this game, but if you have a high block and you have the right badges on, you can definitely get it. So that's why we're upgrading it right here. And finally, our defensive rebound, in the last thing in the defensive category, we're going to upgrade that to a 70. And that way we get all the boards once we get the stop, so we don't sell the stop and just get the ball back. And for the last category in this build, we're going to upgrade the physicals. The first thing in the physicals, we're going to upgrade this to an 81, our speed. And on this build, you do want a bit more speed since you are actually going to be playing defense and might even be dexing off ball. So we're going to upgrade that to an 81. And for our acceleration, we're going to max that out to an 84. You want acceleration on this game just like speed with ball, especially when you're a guard. So you definitely want to upgrade that to an 84. And for our strength, we are going to put that up 1 than it was, up to a 59 for our strength. You don't got to worry about bully too much. I know it's a crazy badge, but since you have contacts already, you will be finishing on anyone in a paint. And then for our vertical, we're going to upgrade that to a 75. That way you actually get the contacts. Even though you already have a 86 drive and dunk to get the contacts, you also need a vertical this year. So we're going to upgrade that to a 75 so you can actually unlock the contacts. And finally, our stamina, we're just going to max that out to a 95. Like I said, with Gym Rat, you get +4 to all your physicals. That will be a 99 once you have Gym Rat. Now, after all that, you get 13, 18, 21, and 20 for your badge count. We're going to move right on to the takeovers. For the takeovers, you get 4 choices. Like I said, the first on any build, you're going to want to pick Sharp. And then for the second one, you could pick anything. If you're playing one score, I would definitely go with Lockdown. But if you want to just have fun, I would definitely go with Playmaking or Slasher. But for this build, I'm going to put Slasher. And there we have it, the two-way three-point shot creator with shades of Lonzo, Drew, and Tyrese Halliburton. We are going to move on to the Demigod 6'9" build, my favorite build in the game, right after this. So get ready and make sure you have your seatbelt on. Now for the third and final build of this video, I have the 6'9" Demigod. And I'm going to show you guys how to make this in 1 second, but I'm not going to waste too much of y'all time. So if y'all want a more in-depth video on this build, go check out my last video on my channel. But let's just hop right into this. The first thing you want to do is put the position to point guard, just like every other build in this video. And handedness and jersey number, once again, do not matter. And now for the body settings, you want to make him 6'9", 194 pounds, and a 7'4" wingspan. I've looked at all of these settings, and these are the best things to go with to get the best attributes and all of that. So you want to go with all of that. And then for your attributes, the first thing you want to upgrade for elite contacts and every contact in the game, you want to go with a 92 driving dunk. Literally the best thing you can go for. And then for your driving layup, you're going to want to upgrade that to a 74. And then finally, for the last thing, the finishing category, upgrade your close shot to a 57. So you get a total of 11 finishing badges. Then for your three-point shot, you're going to want to max that out to an 86. And then after that, upgrade your mid-range up 5 to a 76. And then finally, your free throw, you're just going to want to leave that at a 61 for a total of 21 shooting badges. And then playmaking, the first thing we're going to upgrade is our speed with ball to a 76. You're going to want to max that out just like with every other build in this video. You want to have a super high speed with ball because as a guard, that's the most important thing. And then your ball handle, we're going to upgrade that to an 87. Just max it out so we get all the best sigs and hopefully don't get plucked as much. And then a pass accuracy, like every other build, we're just going to upgrade that to a 75. Definitely don't want to go anything under 75. Super important in this game to have fast passes and to have a higher pass accuracy so you don't have slow passes. For our defense, we're going to upgrade our interior defense to a 70. That way you get stops in the paint, even though you technically are a guard. That way you also get stops in the paint. You can stop rim runs and all of that. And for our perimeter defense, we're going to upgrade that to an 86, so you get all the contests on the 3-point shots and all of that. And for our steal, we're going to upgrade that to a 79. That way you get all the steals. As we know, like I've said multiple times in this video, steals are super overpowered in this game, so you definitely want to upgrade your steal. And for your block, once again, we're going to upgrade that into the 80s. We're going to put that into an 81. That way you get anchor, which is super crazy on this game. You need that for blocks, so you definitely want to have anchor. And then our offensive rebound, we are going to upgrade that to a 41. Not much, but that's all we really need it for. We're not going to be getting too many offensive rebounds. And then defensive rebound, we're going to upgrade that to an 81, just like our block. That way you get the stop, and then you also get the rebound, so you don't sell the stop and just give them the ball back. And finally, our physicals, we're going to upgrade our speed to a 78. I know it sounds low for a guard, but trust me, this is all you need. I play on this build every day, and I just go crazy with it. I almost never lose, so you don't need much more than this. And for our acceleration, we're going to max that out to an 80, just like speed with ball. Acceleration is super important for a guard. Our strength, we're going to upgrade that to a 70, so you get stops against bigger bigs in the paint. And then vertical, we're going to upgrade that to an 82. That way you get all the contacts along with our 92 driving dunk. And for our stamina, we're going to upgrade that to a 92. And now for our last attribute, we're going to upgrade our standing dunk right up to an 80. I forgot to show you guys at the beginning, but that's what you guys are going to want for this build. You get 15 total finishing badges, and that is it for the attributes. We're going to move right on to the takeovers. The first thing we want to pick, obviously, like I said multiple times, is sharp takeover. And for this build, I actually chose lockdown, but you can choose anything else which you want. It's up to you. But I'm going to choose lock, and the name of this build is actually going to be inside out score. It's a tough name, but yeah, that is our demigod 6'9" build. I know this wasn't the shortest video in the world, so I'm going to keep this outro short and sweet. I appreciate everyone that watched. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the like button as well as subscribe. It would help me out so much. And if you made it to this point, I appreciate you watching the entire video. Once again, it helps me out so much. But I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I will see y'all in the next video, and I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.